What up, dog? What up, dog? What's the deal? It's your man Rap Talk with another bad motherfucker album you should know. Gotta do my 1-2 for this one. My little sip for this one. Talk about Uncle Short. It's my guy right here, man. Today we're gonna talk about Too Short dogs in the house. Classic material, man. It's a lot of Too Short albums I could have did. Well, there's some other ones I'm more likely definitely gonna do, but I'm doing this one first for sure, cause this was a groundbreaking one. I think this was a good turning point for Too Short when this one came out. I think he was planting his foot right in that mark right there. And I think this one did it. This was that one. And it was on after that. Don't get me wrong, the ones before was knocking on something, but when it just hit that one level and certain shit, especially by me being from Detroit and that shit just growing all over and just the whole commercial and street shit of it, it's the one that did it. Short Dogs in the House. Album you should know. And off top, this album was, I remember having a tape and shit. It was like, basically it was a clean side and a dirty side if you really think about it. Cause on one side, I remember that shit. I remember it. There wasn't no cussing. I don't know if a lot of people realize that, but on the first side, there wasn't no cussing. But when you flip that motherfucker over, though, it got dirty. Short was talking that shit. I fucks with Short, though, man. And that's one thing I think a lot of people gotta realize about Too Short. And I was posting about this one day, too, just posting some of his songs and shit, talking shit on Facebook, talking about, like, Short used to have a message in this shit. Well, he still do. He always got some songs with a message. If you really listen to Too Short, man, he be having a message in this shit, man. He give you some game, and I know he talk about the pimp shit, you know, he talk about a lot of different things, but he definitely more on the surface than just the words bitch and hoe. You know what I'm saying? I know he got that rep for, you know, being a dirty rapper and shit and, you know, dogging women or however, you know, cussing a lot, dirty raps, how people took it, but man, he had a message in his shit, man. That's like the lead off sing on this album, The Ghetto. Man, that was some real shit, man. He was preaching on that motherfucker, man. You listen to the words on that shit. 5 kids in the house, no food to eat. Don't look at me. Don't ask me why. Mom's next door, getting high. Even though she got 5 mouths to feed, she'd rather spend the money on a HIT. Come on, man. Damn. That's real shit, man. It's your life. Come on, man. It's a bad motherfucking album, man. Go research this, boy. I'm telling you. That's why I say this album, this was that one. This was that turning point. Jive Records was fucking with Short, don't get me wrong. They was putting him out there, though. But this one, they gave him that extra, you know, that extra push. And then songs like It's Your Life, man, that's on that positive stuff. Don't be stupid, though. And then, like I say, you flip that motherfucker over, man. That's how I remember it. That's really how I remember it. Because I remember when I take my tape out after letting the first side play all the way through. Look at that tape. I'm talking about tapes and shit. Some of y'all youngers out here listening, they like, this nigga fucking dinosaur. What the fuck is a tape? That shit crazy, though. But yeah, you flip that motherfucker over. The first thing he said was, write me a little say-ho speech. You know, punk bitch. That was the name of the song, man. I used to be a youngin' banging this shit. But I ain't gonna say banging this shit because I used to blast that shit in the house. You know, I was a young guy. I play that shit at a nice tone and just got in my zone. I don't even know. My old girl didn't even know she was buying me some of this shit. But after a while, though, they knew and shit. But they knew I was just into my music and shit. Even as a kid, my family and shit, they knew. As I got older, you know what I'm saying, they could play this shit a little louder or whatever. At certain times or whatever, however it moved. But like I say, man, this shit came out in 1990. 1990, man. Short was giving up that game, talking shit, dirty raps. So it's a classic album, classic material on here, man. And he had that one, bitch ain't nothing but a word to me. Ice Cube. Come on, man. Come on, man. Go research this motherfucker, dog. This is an album you should know. And this one, Cube was on that shit too. This one Cube was like fresh, just moving around, you know, a little after the NWA shit. You know, I ain't gonna say finding his way, but when he was just in his don't give a fuck era and move. Matter of fact, this one he was on himself the bitch killer. Cube, like I'm the B, the I, the T, the C, the H. You know, it was a couple songs he was saying stuff like that. I'm the bitch killer, Cube. So you had Too Short and Cube on the song, man. That's classic material, man. This is like they early shit. And they both just moving around, getting it. What else? Had that Heart on the Boulevard, man. Straight game, man. This straight game. That's why I fucks with Short. You could just listen to him. Let that shit just ride. Them good ass instruments, that funk. And that's why I say too, that's why I think this album was on that level to that turning point. This one that funk. This one that G funk. But it was like that funk, that bass, that live, them live bass line, them guitars and shit. You know what I'm saying? That funk. But a little slow down funk. And Short was representing that shit. You know, he was on top of that shit. It was like pimp Cadillac music, you know? Then you had shit like that Paula and Janet. He was a fool for that motherfucker. Paula and Janet would make you wet in your pants, but to me, they're just two more traps for some good ass motherfucking pussy. Paula and Janet. It's just a song about some chicks and shit, but he used the name Paula and Janet, which anybody who know around that time, like the two biggest and hottest chicks was Paula Abdul and Janet Jackson. And that's what I always took from it. Damn, I'm talking shit. I don't think I'm making nothing up, but that's what I kind of took from the shit. Paula and Janet, you know, he was saying it without saying it. Not saying that he actually was with Paula Abdul and Janet Jackson, but why not make a title talking about some chicks are the two finest women that's out right now, Paula and Janet. Like, you know, get them girls that name. So I don't think I'm reaching with that, though. That's what Short was on, though. This was a bad motherfucker, dog. Go research this album, dog. And there's another joint on here I fucked with too, Heavy, that was slow, but a lot of people don't know this. But like I said, with this song called "Rap Like Me," this is the song I was about to talk about. But what I don't think a lot of people know, nigga Short was hitting hammer on that song. Whether y'all know it or not. Yeah, yeah. He was talking about MC Hammer on that song. He ain't say his name, but you listen to that shit, you can fill in the motherfucking blanks, man. The song called "Rap Like Me," but it was just some lines in there. You just know, like, cause like first of all, they both from Oakland and shit. And then Hammer was big as fuck at the time. You know what I'm saying? Hammer was rising, and it goes back to that. Like I would talk about in my Ice Cube death certificate hookup. You can go back and check that one out too. The review I did on that death certificate album. But like how Hammer was so big and being pop and shit. Nigga Short was talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing all this. Like it's a couple lines. Like you say, flapping like a chicken wing, all that shit. On stage with a big old band, all that shit, man. He was talking about Hammer on that shit, man. He was dropping them lines and shit. You know? Just go back and listen to that song. You'll get it. I'm trying to think of some of the different lines from the song and shit, but when you listen to it, think about MC Hammer. That's who he was knocking on a little bit, on that song, but it is what it is. I'm quite sure all that shit dead or whatever or not. But I guess it was just some Oakland shit and just, Short being a guy who's representing on a certain level, then, Hammer just got bigger than motherfucking life. And that authentic shit, just stood the test of time though. But they both still get respect in my book for doing what they did. That's what music about. Take it to where you gonna take it though. So respect is respect to both them guys though on the real side. I'm just speaking on it cause that song definitely made me think about it. And it's definitely an album you should know. Go research this motherfucker, dog. Short Dogs in the House. Too Short. 1990. Jive Records. Like, comment, subscribe. I get with y'all on the flip side, man. Rap Talk.